Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Let's get started. The book in 3 sentences. 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is about Robert Kiyosaki and his two dads, his real father, Poor Dad, and the father of his best friend, Rich Dad, and the ways in which both men shaped his thoughts about money and investing. 2. You don't need to earn a high income to be rich. 3. Rich people make money work for them. Summary. There is a difference between being poor and being broke. Broke is temporary, poor is eternal. Money comes and goes, but if you have the education about how money works, you gain power over it and can begin building wealth. People's lives are forever controlled by two emotions, fear and greed. So many people say, "Oh, I'm not interested in money," yet they'll work at a job for 8 hours a day. Thinking that a job makes you secure is lying to yourself. Intelligence solves problems and produces money. You must know the difference between an asset and a liability and buy assets. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Illiteracy, both in words and numbers, is the foundation of financial struggle. Money often makes obvious our tragic human flaws, putting a spotlight on what we don't know. Cash flow tells the story of how a person handles money. Most people don't understand why they struggle financially because they don't understand cash flow. The number one expense for most people is taxes. Higher incomes cause higher taxes. This is known as bracket creep. More money seldom solves someone's money problems. The fear of being different prevents most people from seeking new ways to solve their problems. A person can be highly educated, professionally successful, and financially illiterate. Many financial problems are caused by trying to keep up with the Joneses. Once you understand the difference between assets and liabilities, concentrate your efforts on buying income-generating assets. The problem with simply working harder is that each of these three levels takes a greater share of your increased efforts. You need to learn how to have your increased efforts benefit you and your family directly. Wealth is a person's ability to survive so many days forward, or if I stopped working today, how long could I survive? The rich buy assets. The poor only have expenses. The middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. The rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. Financial struggle is often directly the result of people working all their lives for someone else. The mistake in becoming what you study is that too many people forget to mind their own business. They spend their lives minding someone else's business and making that person rich. To become financially secure, a person needs to mind their own business. Financial struggle is often the result of people working all their lives for someone else. The primary reason the majority of the poor and middle class are fiscally conservative, which means I can't afford to take risks, is that they have no financial foundation. One of the main reasons net worth is not accurate is simply because the moment you begin selling your assets, you are taxed for any gains. A new car loses nearly 25% of the price you pay for it the moment you drive it off the lot. Keep expenses low, reduce liabilities, and diligently build a base of solid assets. According to Kiyosaki, real assets fall into the following categories. 1. Stocks. 2. Bonds. 3. Income-generating real estate. 4. Notes, IOUs. 5. Royalties from intellectual properties such as music, scripts, and patents. 6. Anything else that has value, produces income, or appreciates, and has a ready market. Businesses that do not require my presence, I own them, but they are managed or run by other people. If I have to work there, it's not a business. It becomes my job. For people who hate real estate, they shouldn't buy it. Kiyosaki generally holds real estate less than 7 years. Start minding your own business. Keep your daytime job, but start buying real assets, not liabilities. When Kiyosaki says mind your own business, he means building and keeping your asset column strong. Once a dollar goes into it, never let it come out. The best thing about money is that it works 24 hours a day and can work for generations. An important distinction is that rich people buy luxuries last, while the poor and middle class tend to buy luxuries first. A true luxury is a reward for investing in and developing a real asset. Kiyosaki's rich dad did not see Robin Hood as a hero. He called Robin Hood a crook. If you work for money, you give the power to your employer. If money works for you, you keep the power and control it. Each dollar in my asset column was a great employee, working hard to make more employees and buy the boss a new Porsche. The 5 big ideas. 1. The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. 2. It's not how much money you make that matters. It's how much money you keep. 3. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. 4. Financial aptitude is what you do with money once you make it, how you keep people from taking it from you, how to keep it longer, and how you make money work hard for you. 5. The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. Rich Dad, Poor Dad Lessons 1. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. 2. Lesson 2. Why teach financial literacy? 3. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. 4. Lesson 4. The history of taxes and the power of corporations.